Hello everybody, this is Havoc and welcome back to Against the Storm. We are officially back up and running, and I thank you for your patience. This would have come out sooner, but essentially a very long week last week, and then over the weekend my C drive failed on my PC, so I had to rebuild it. Thankfully I had the parts from a sale over on Black Friday, just had to assemble it. And one of the best parts about Against the Storm is that saves basically are within the game itself. Sort of like a cloud transfer, I guess, without it actually being a cloud transfer because you can't really actually save. Regardless, I have my build here, which I don't have for other games. So I'm very thankful for that because we're in a pretty good spot to go after this gold seal. However, we need one more settlement as close as we can get to it. And since we already have our seal fragments, I'm going to take it a bit easier today. And especially because I need just a little bit of a relaxing game today to get back into the mode. So first and foremost, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you will enjoy the series as we play. Now we have a couple of, I guess the only place we can go is right here. And you'll see that the minimum difficulty is actually veteran, where all over here is viceroy. So we're gonna go to veteran right here, and we're gonna see what's in store. Now, I will say, by the way, that this... Oh, it won't actually let me, that's hilarious. This did receive an update. Against the Storm just launched an update the day of this recording that involves a lot of UI improvements and things of that nature, so hopefully we'll see a little bit of a different game that'll be very, very enjoyable. Now, also remember, we started with an additional 3 villagers for the entirety of this run, which is awesome. Now, what I want to do here is I still want to roll with my beavers and my lizards. I think that's going to be the best solution, plus an additional group of 2 villagers. So we're going to start out with 12, which is awesome. Now, when it comes to our conditions over here, we have giant resource nodes found in Forbidden Glades, and gathering speed is increased by 10% for every 2 workers assigned to gathering camp. So we want to make sure that we gather a lot of gatherers, as it were, overall. There's a small amount of fertile soil. We worked without farms in the last time, so I think I'm going to try and stay away from those as much as possible this time. We do have 8 embarkation points, and I'm really feeling the need to, let's see, a forager's camp or an herbalist camp. What do we have in terms of... Ooh, we don't have a lot of good resources here. That is very interesting. This is probably one of the least amount of resources that I've seen across the board. So we want to make sure that we have the ability to collect grain, but we also want to collect mushrooms. I'm going to roll with an herbalist camp. And the main reason for that is simply we have lots of abilities to gather meat for our meat eaters. We don't have that so much for our other guys. So that does limit our ability to do things just a little bit. We're going to get some packs of provisions. And I think that might be it in terms of everything that we can do. This doesn't leave me... Actually, we're going to go a little bit of a different route. I'm going to get 3 more villagers because, again, the more embarkation or the more gatherers we have, the better off we'll be. And then let's go ahead and do stone. Maybe we can jumpstart our upgraded peoples, or upgraded roads rather, to make our industry a little bit more efficient. I think that's probably the way we'll go. So we need a settlement name. Now the settlement name should be lacking, because we're lacking in natural resources. I'm all for it. All right, and here we are. The salty air makes it easier to preserve food. I can't speak today. Food production is increased by 80% during the drizzle season. Holy crap, that's amazing. In terms of our negative mysteries, maximum number of sacrifice stacks is lowered by 1, not a huge deal. Gaining reputation doesn't lower impatience. That's a little bit of a big deal, but we should be okay. There is no way to be safe without a roof over your head, so anyone who doesn't have housing will have a 5% chance of dying every 15 seconds. And then the forest will claim a villager's life during each storm, multiplied by the number of years that have passed. We don't want to get grim fate. Holy crap, that sucks. All right, but if we look around us, we start with a lot of really decent resources. We have our mush wood, which allows us to potentially get mushrooms as well as leather. We do only have trappers camps, which isn't a huge deal, but I think it'll be all right. We have 9 beavers, 6 lizards, and we need to look at our embarkations. Or our reputations, rather. Hold on real quick. All right, apologies on that. I had to set all of my new stuff because, of course, it's a new PC. Anyways, we're gonna look at our reputation bonuses. So we can get fabric and training gears, probably one of the better things we can do. We could get pickled goods though. Pickled goods would actually be more beneficial. We're gonna roll with that. A kiln would be amazing. So would ale and wine, so would a scribe. We're gonna go with a kiln. And we can automatically get a forager's camp. We are absolutely gonna do that. So pretty cut and dry systems. I'm all right with it. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the ability to we can't give our beavers housing, but we can give our other people housing. Oh, and one of the UI things is that they took off the arrows for the housing. I do remember that. Okay, so we don't need all of that. So we'll go 3 there. And then we'll build our public housing a little bit later. I can still do the things here though. Just like that, we'll get that rolling, that's okay. We need to carve out some space anyway. So we're gonna go right here. We are gonna go right here. And then we probably, yeah, we have the capacity to do both of these. Very cool. We're gonna get things rocking and rolling. And we're probably gonna have so many people that let's just go ahead, although we're going to focus on building, and we're gonna focus on all the other resource generations. And the best part is that we have plenty of lizards and plenty of beavers. So we're actually like in a really, really positive spot, right? Let's go ahead and go, oh, we have to leave it right there. Nice, all right, and so we've already gotten our buff to our lizards because they are housed with beyond basic housing into standard housing. Now we do still need some room there. Let's go ahead and just like carve out this stuff first. And we should be right as rain. For our cornerstone, we're gonna go with flame amulets. An artifact infused with the holy flame, hostility is decreased by 8. That's 8 per, by the way, because woodcutters give quite a bit. And so that actually knocks us down quite a bit, which is awesome. That's super fantastic. Couldn't have asked for a better thing. Of course, our guys are avoiding glades except for where marked. Go ahead and open up that glade too, I think. And we have our first orders. All right, first up, we have deliver 20 eggs, which we could do right off the bat. Unfortunately, only the lizards like pie. So I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. And we could actually auto deliver that, gaining us 2 more villagers. We need to make harpies resolve above 16 for 30 seconds. I don't know how that's obtainable, but we may come back to that. Let's take a look real quick. We don't have the ability to make them beyond 11 at the moment. We aren't going to be able to get pies for anything. We don't have jerky. We don't have biscuits. I could get them, let's see, that would be 9 if they were all housed, plus 5 would be 14. There may be some ways to finagle our way out of some stuff. That is obtainable. We could fulfill their clothing. That'll happen. That will happen. We just got to really monitor it. That gives us 5 herbs per minute, as well as 3 more harpies. That works for me. Our last one, we need to have 12 amber sold, as well as deliver 7 amber on top of that, or 3 lizards house, 3 harpies. I think we can definitely obtain that. Produce pipes in any capable building. No, we'll definitely go this, plus we have the +1. Simple enough, easy as, well, I almost said easy as pie, but that's not gonna be very easy. And I did goof up on the layout here. There we go. We wanna make sure that it lines up because we're all about lining up. We're gonna go there, and we got a reputation bonus already. An artisan makes the most sense. Now that we have 2 places that can take on, that need coats, it makes a lot of sense there because nothing else I can do. Well, actually a cellar, it doesn't make pickled goods very well or jerky, so that's not really worth it to me. A clan hall would be great, except for it doesn't satiate, it only satiates the lizards. So we're gonna go with an artisan. Now we're not gonna do anything with that now, but that's okay. We can start it. And while we're at it, we're gonna do our very, very typical thing. But one of the cool things we now have unlocked is this like gated area. So we could totally do like a wall crossing here. I don't know why I would, at least not right here, but it's something that we could do, and it looks pretty flippin' flapping cool. Let's go ahead and just get some basic seating as we get a smattering of other things. Now we have 6 people not doing anything. And unfortunately, there's not really, actually we could do a kiln, but would require other things. Let's go ahead and get our makeshift post and our crude workstation up and running. And we still didn't move this up far enough. There we go. And that should allow us to move on over into here. That's gonna be 6 people, correct? Yep. 6 residents, so everyone will soon be housed. And let's go ahead and bump these guys up before anything else happens, and we'll get our joyful harpies. And we just got our level 2 as well, which is going to boost us way beyond, to the point where we're actually getting a global resolve bonus, which is, well, I'm not going to complain about that. Timed orders are ready. There we go. Now we have 3 more harpies we have to deal with. Not a big deal. We can go there. Reputation bonus right off the bat. This could be a very short round today, which I won't complain. This actually works. Mushrooms and herbs will be, but again, we don't have the chance of ale and wine. Almost everyone could use ale and wine. Nope, actually not, because that's treatment. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be the best idea. We can go ahead and re-roll for 1. Now, I wish we would have gotten something a little better, but a weaver is better than nothing. It's actually one of our best ways to make fabric. Skewers and jerky, however, will satiate these guys, and we have the ability for a lot of meat coming in. So that makes a lot of sense. It actually makes more sense to do the butcher so we can satiate those 2 guys for sure. So we have a granary, which can make, that can actually make fabric too. I didn't know that. We just need something to make pottery with, and then the butcher can come in and can totally use that stuff. Make skewers and jerky, and we could make oil out of it. So a butcher's gonna be, I think, our better way to go at the moment. So let's go ahead and move him out of the way. We have the people to do it, so I don't know why we wouldn't. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We're gonna go with the butcher. There we go. Although we do need stuff to do. We don't have wood, apparently. That's different. And by the way, I do have everything turned off by default because I want to make sure that we aren't in any pickles as much as possible. All right, our first area has opened up. We have some wheat fields. We have some stone deposits, a drizzle water geyser, and a coal vein. Those are all incredibly useful pieces. A very nice opener for our, very, very nice opener overall. And not complain, although the things we got to do to get it are a little cumbersome. We should be good. All right, it's our first storm season. We're gonna take a bit of a hit. That's okay. We'll be fine. We'll actually be, we'll be perfectly fine. We got out of there alive, but there's not much we can do about that. We're still working on all of this stuff. A harpy house will be coming in the very near future. And also, we are looking at, nice, 10% for every 2 workers assigned, which means we have 8 workers currently. We're getting a 40% gather rate, which is a good, decent bonus. We got our butcher up and running as well, which is great. Do we want skewers or do we want jerky first? We want jerky because it actually goes across both lines. And then we do want to gather, we do have a settlement, some villagers coming in. We're gonna roll with beavers, and the reason why we're gonna roll with beavers is because the mine benefits from beavers. So that's gonna be good. We have our cornerstone rather. Gain 10 ember every time you use 50 units of rainwater. Get 40 water skins for every full reputation point gained through high resolve. It's 20 coal for every 3 burns. We're gonna go to a different one. All homes have room for 1 more villager is great. Gain 1 resolve every time you sell goods worth 50 amber. That's what we go for every time, because that's a really solid boost to our global resolve, which is going to be relatively easy to obtain once we start getting our trade routes. There we go. And also, we're going to start consuming rainwater, or drizzle water rather. They're going to start consuming it rather quickly. I do want them to go as quickly as they can to start satiating all the things we have to do. We can still bring in, I don't know that I want that. I don't think we need packs of trade goods. I don't think that's beneficial for us. All right, so our traders are up and running, but there's not a lot that we can afford. We're not in a position to afford any of that. Rather, I wanted to do this for the trade here. It's actually a really good starting thing right off the bat. Easy peasy. Now remember, every time we complete 50 amber, we get that bonus. So that's gonna be very, very helpful to remember. We also have more orders. Need for clothing fulfilled. That's going to be one of the better things for us. Deliver 40 roots. That's going to be a little bit difficult. We get a clay pit out of it. Basket of pies. We're going to have the need for clothing fulfilled. Oh, I can do that already? There we go. Okay, that works. And then the need for jerky fulfilled would be the better one as well. That gives us an increase to egg production, a basket of eggs, and sacks of flour. That's going to be awesome. Cool. Well, we have a reputation bonus already. So we're going to see well, there we go. That's a dead given. The Dead given is actually going to be... We could do water skins, but it's not viable for us. Flour makes sense, but I guess we do have a bakery, don't we? Do we have a bakery? We have a granary. We don't have a bakery. We have a field kitchen, which would work, but it's not going to be incredibly effective. Now, a druid's hut, we already have something that can make coats. Oil would be great, but it's not necessary. I think we go with the carpenter. We don't have the ability to use those, so we'd mainly be using it for the planks. I'm conflicted. We'll go with the supplier. It's the same amount of resources for both of those, so we'll be good either way. We're gonna slap that baby. Yep, slap that baby right there for now. I think that'll work. All right, so we're not doing too shabby. Again, a nice, easy, chill event, eventless ordeal would be awesome. And then in the next one, we're gonna start getting our dangerous glades. Like the new update. Ah, look at that. Look at the forbidden glades. They look so good. Anyways, I was excited to see that. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start breaking into these. Trade route's been completed. Thank you for that notification. And look at this. We're already pushing 2 of our species above their resolve. You gotta love it. You got to love it. And we're starting to get coal. This is a good day. This is a very good day. We're already to the point. Well, I guess coal isn't yet. We need coal and we need meat to satiate those things, and they're not happening at the moment. That would be really nice, but I don't think that would be super beneficial for us in the long run. We'll go with 12 there. Let's see if we break into anything else in these areas, and we'll make our determination on where we're gonna go from there. Okay, we have a swamp wheat field, snake nest, drizzle water, and copper veins. Wow, even better. Let's get those 2 guys in there. We're not worrying about building anything because we've got these guys. And that being said, we're going to go there. You're going to work on planks. We're going to remove planks from your purview and move them all along. Old Farloof is going to come in just a little bit, see what goods he has for us. And then in terms of the butcher, do we have any blight rot coming in? We don't. But we need to go ahead and start thinking about that with our next year, considering we're already consuming quite a bit. Small trappers camp, we can already solve your issue. Then we just need to get over into this one to see if there's anything useful there as well. Another trade route complete. Good. We need to make these worthwhile. No just like willy-nilly going after stuff. All right, what do we have here? Oh, nice. This is like, that's a meat central for sure. We got another drizzle water, which we don't need. We have 3 drizzle waters, and we don't need any of them. Very, very unfortunate. However, we got a good source of meat for a long while, so that's going to be very, very helpful. Go ahead and drop that. Our butcher will satiated on that front, and we'll be good there. Because remember, we're trying to get to the meat diet already. Still nothing useful there. Here, 2. We are generating. All right, so we will have to worry about corruption in this next part, which is good. Good to know. We'll be okay. I don't have any issues with it. We will make it through, I guarantee you. Nice, the meat diet's done. We get our reputation bonus, as always. The planks would be awesome, so would the scrolls. But barrels might be easier to make. Nope, that's incorrect. We do need education, and scrolls will allow us to do that. Now, we'd have to make pigment and or wine, but scribe might be the best way to go. Or an apothecary, because we could make biscuits. We got plenty of that. We have plenty of flour. Apothecary is what we're doing, 100%. Dead given, nice. And there's no place like home. Another one right back to back. Now, an apothecary makes incense. Unfortunately, dadgummit, the beavers are the only ones that do that. We don't have any crystallized dew to make tea. Tea would be still only beneficial to one of the races. So if we did this would do ale and scribes. This could make pigment, but we don't have any guarantee. This is our best bet, I think. We're gonna go with a forum. It's a rather large building. And now we have 4 move things around. Make sure they get everything to be successful. And over here, we need to go ahead and do our big garden right up front, which will allow us to get to our tier 2 for 10% global production. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I got a new thing. A marble fountain? What? Well, isn't this just a gorgeous little piece of... Yeah, let's put that in the center there. We'll make people go around it for sure. Very nice. Okay, I'm quite happy. Regarding our newcomers, let's see, there's 4 there, there's 4 there. We have enough fabric. We don't have any clay, but neither do we have any of that stuff. We're gonna roll with that. Need to build some more houses. Gain 30 meat every time a villager dies or leaves. Gain 10 jerky for... Oh, I wish that was flipped. Oh, that needed to be flipped. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. It is beneficial to gain 3 mushrooms for every 10, but that's not super beneficial. We're not making pies yet, and I don't know that we have the ability to make pies. Let's take a look. Pie. Currently can't do it. Not gonna happen. Unless we wait for our next little reputation. That is just an incredibly useful thing. 10 jerky for every 10 pie produced. We gotta go with it. That's too beneficial for too many things. Regarding this stuff, there we go, we can do that. 6 there isn't too shabby. Those are not worth the investments whatsoever. All right, so it's the drizzle year, year 3. And we're almost halfway done with it. What we need to do is we need to get our beaver guys to do more stuff. So we're gonna... Tailoring? Why tailoring? Oh, for that, I see. Let's move our guys. And then we... Oh, I accidentally moved these guys instead of my woodcutters. Goofy. We're gonna give one of these harpies. We're gonna have 10. We're gonna use fire. And then we're gonna say, hey, we gotta cut into this dangerous glade. It's that time now. We simply have to do it. I got 5 more people who need to do stuff. I'm going to let you do that, but we're not going to be anywhere near needing it. I'm going to let you do that as well, but we may not be able to do much there. What do we have here? Lots of meat and another set of copper veins. So that's interesting because I wasn't planning on going into copper, but we have 2 sets of veins that it would be kind of ignorant for me to ignore. So we'll have to see how that rolls. And now we have our trader. Wow, that's terrible. Gain 2 crystallized dew for every 10 berries. Every time you open or send abandoned cache, you gain 10 copper ore and 30 wood. Woodcutters cans production's 15% faster. All of these are great. Crystallized dew is flippin' flappin' expensive, and that's dumb. Let's go with woodcutting and shovels. Everything else is nice, but it's not super necessary. And then we're gonna utilize all of those there. No drizzle water anywhere else. Nope, not apparent. But let's see where our lizardmen are that would be useful to relocate them. We're gonna take a small trapper's camp. I'm gonna put them at the blight post. That's just a necessary thing that has to be done. Looks great. Looks flippin'. Our stonecutter's camp doesn't have anything to do, so we're gonna remove them, which is going to give us a boost here. Man, we're almost to our next reputation, thanks to those guys and their benefits. And then let's go ahead and worry about, get someone else in here to focus on that stuff. Another trade route's been completed, awesome. And then what we need is, I think, an apothecary. An apothecary would be good. Let's actually get our artisan into the mix. And the only reason why I'm choosing the artisan is because I think those coats are going to be much more beneficial to us. And then barrels aren't going to happen. That can't happen, which is fine. It uses clearance water, which isn't the best. I won't say it's not the best, but it's just not, we don't have any clearance water until now. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. Our open vault. We have 13 minutes before it kills every living being within a radius of 20 fields. Okay, I see what they're cooking. I would love to perform the ritual, but this is way more easily done. Drizzle year, which means we have the clearance year. 3.5 minutes. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, so in terms of advancements into the future, we need our beaver houses. We gotta start having some beavers chill out in their respective places. And we're gonna have these guys solve this pretty quick. We don't have enough tools here, which is fine. And we really need a large trapper's camp. That's fine. More orders, 15 aesthetics, or deliver 40 wood and have a market. Well, the market's not guaranteed ever. Aesthetics are something that we can do. Reach level 2 with 2 settlements on trade routes, or deliver 40 ale and have a tavern. This is also much more. As you can see right now, we're under choose violence and Havocville in terms of the best situations possible. I'm gonna risk that for a big payout. And then chose violence, let's go ahead and just get that just to satiate them basically. And then, yeah, go ahead for Havocville, we're gonna get those as well. So between that alone, we should be able to obtain our increase. Yeah, we'll be able to get that here pretty soon. All right, we are going to take a -12 hit to this, which is a little bit junky, but it's what we have. All right, we're a semi sort of well-oiled-ish machine. We'll say we're well-oiled. How about that? We'll be able to get this done right before clearance season ends, being everyone back up to their normal standards. And look at that, we already have a better standing with Havocville. I need to wait for them to get on their feet with that. We have some extra people. Let's go ahead and shove 2 people in there to get those packs of provisions. And I know the harpies are really good at herbalist camp, so. All right, it's time. Actually, we can't really afford to sacrifice our wood, but we're actually in a really good position anyways. They're gonna work on taking out those, which we do get coal for, right? Maybe not, I don't know. Anyways, reputation bonus. A manufactory is probably the best way forward. We do have a little bit of money to move things around if we so choose. Of course, there's our market. Why wouldn't there be a market there? This is gonna be good for our fabric production though, and our water skins. So we're definitely gonna roll with that. And we're gonna pop it back here. And along with that, we're just gonna bring our guys. All right, cool. That's gonna get us a nice boost with choose violence. So that's a good thing to know that we can get that rolling. Now I do believe, nice, we've gained 1 reputation from our trade routes, which is what we were going for anyways. And that's where the benefit is going to be overall. Now, apparently everyone's tired of doing all of this stuff. Oh no, we just have 20 bricks because we're that awesome. 2 rank punk hauler and carts will be assigned to the main warehouse. All houses will have room every 10 things. That's okay. Every villager with the need of education fulfilled. No, we'll actually do 2 rank punk haulers because that is a rather beneficial thing. Still don't have any use for those guys. We do have new people though. We're gonna roll with the lizard beaver split, which is perfect because we have people here who can make our fabric lives much easier. Now they're gonna go ahead and make that fabric, but then I'm actually gonna shut them down. At least I might give them stone to do instead, and that's it. Those 2 haulers are great. That means that these guys don't have to worry about gathering. They can, or they only need to worry about gathering rather. Okay, he's out, and you are going to be out afterwards too. We need to work on our aesthetics. And our aesthetics are these guys. Or no, that's harmony, excuse me. That's comfort. So aesthetics are these boyos. So we need to figure out what to do with these guys. We can very easily just go ahead and do, that's gonna be 8. Oh, we have to keep it in here, that's right. That's 9. We're gonna go 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. We're gonna go a little bit above and beyond. All right, now in terms of these boyos, we got a really good chance here. Harvesting crops, we're not worrying about that. Let's take a look and see what our trade routes entail. We actually have quite a bit. We need choose violence, which means we could use some clay, some water skins, or some crystallized dew. Yeah. Okay, cool. But instead, I kind of wonder if we don't, oh, holy mother of Moses. Do I not have a cap on jerky? I don't have a cap on jerky. We don't need that much jerky, ever. Wow, okay, cool. Jerky. Let's set you at like 20, guys. Like 20, okay? Shoot. That's hilarious. Oh my word, goodness gracious. Yeah, like 20 jerky. There we go. We're gonna save those recipe limits. Holy Moses. That's actually slightly terrifying, but hilarious. Okay, cool. Sweet. Oh my word. That's too funny. We still have 6 people. So we are going to go ahead and invest in a mine as well for our copper ore. And I don't think we have the manufacturing thing to make copper bars. We don't yet, but we could definitely make that a focus because copper bars have plenty of uses. Havocsville or Mashaville. No, we need chose violence because I think that's the closest that we have right now. We did fill out our aesthetics. That gives us actually some crystallized dew. Look at that. That was too perfect. Yeah, we'll definitely get it this time. Nice. So we're already pretty well on our way. That's way more beneficial. Cool. And so these guys need to work on more of these things, which they are doing. And oh, we only have 11. Dag nabbit. That's okay. Go ahead and move here. We'll be good. We have more than enough people. We have way more than enough people to the point where we should probably go ahead and work on doing another small hearth so we can start doubling up on all those bonuses. Now that does mean we need to build a small warehouse here as well. This is what we can do. We're gonna build a small warehouse. I actually don't want that right there. I want it one more back. You know what? This is fine. It's a little bit ugly, but it is what it is. And then we're just gonna go ahead and pump a warehouse right here. These guys don't know what else to do, which is fine. We're gonna tell you to make some skewers. Again, only 20 because holy flippin' flappin' goodness gracious. That's absolutely ridiculous. Cool. That actually went up incredibly fast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send some peeps over here make life a little more fantastic for them all. That's only 4. We need 8. And so let's go ahead and get some basic fundamentals established so I can know where to go. Right there. We're going to throw a little bit of basic housing their way. And a little bit of kind of a little slum area. Not necessarily in a bad way. Can a slum be a positive place? We're just going to surround this guy with all of these housing things for the time being, because that gives us enough people to then come in here and make things before the clearance happens. And that'll get us a nice +2 overall. So our mine needs some help as well. Transport resources, strong workforce, increases production speed. I think we need to go this way, but we don't have enough planks, so we aren't going to do it just quite yet. But we can start harvesting some ore. Nice. We're almost to the next up, and here in 9 minutes we'll have an even better completed order. Great. Go ahead and roll that. We are going to there. Woodcutter's camp is completely moved out of the way, and in the next season we're going to go rock some we're gonna rock another dangerous glade as well. 2020, that's not obtainable. We're just gonna have to do this. It's not a focus for me, so I don't need that luxury. But that, my friends, is very nice. I think we just got a reputation bonus through high resolve. And how easy it to make pies. Oh, we could totally make pies. Yeah, we're gonna make pies. A bakery 100%. And that bakery's gonna chill out right here next to those guys. Still can't be used for that, which is a little bit of a bummer, but it's not a huge deal. I'm still waiting for the ability to break out and do some tool stuff. Just isn't in the cards. Our next season is a piece of cake. Actually, let's go ahead and... well, that doesn't actually help like I thought it would. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, then if there's nothing negative having these guys, we'll be all right. There we go. There's that good standing, which almost gets us to that reputation bonus, which means we can now unlock this. We could have broken it open, but I'd rather send it to the Citadel. All right, we're actually in a really stinking good place. Our lizards are about to get bumped up to high resolve. Our harpies are already there. We could get some newcomers. We could get tons and tons of eggs. Let's go ahead and accept the eggs as part of the deal overall. And then we can get some guys in the bakery. Now, where are our lizardmen serving? I think they're pretty much serving in all the places that they need to. Unfortunately, I can't put them in there, but I can put some harpies in there. I can tell you to, hey, make some biscuits. And oh, hey, while you're at it, make some pie. And if you feel like it, go ahead and work on some pottery as well. And then when our boyo comes, or actually, Bliss Greybone will be good there. That would be amazing if we had farmers. Newcomers will arrive. I don't like that. Increases time between breaks for haulers by 50%. Sure, that sounds great. Let's go ahead and get a hauler in here so we can start working on that stuff a little bit better. We still need things like this. Oh, I guess we don't have any stone. That would be helpful. All right, time to break into a new glade. We have a clothier, not super beneficial overall. We had something that made copper bars. The fates are smiling on me today, and I can't help but feel it. We have so much jerky. We're gonna sell all that. This goes for a pretty penny, so we're gonna do that as well. That alone is almost a full reputation bonus, so that's a good place to be in. And wow, look at this. Well, we are now set in stone for life, which is great, although I don't know where... there's our stone. Here we go. But we also have a fishman cave. Spawns 3 fishman totems and 1 impatience. Gain 1 insect for every 2 mushrooms. Every time you send an abandoned cache to the Citadel or you open it up, you gain that stuff. Oof, we don't have enough for this. We could possibly get it, so we'll wait and see. Yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. That's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nothing that we can do about it. We have enough people to be able to get to a neighborhood level 2. We just need 8 comfort decorations. Actually, we only need 4. Ooh, that's what we can do. That's actually pretty cool. Let's try that, and then we'll plop up a garden right on the inside of that. Wait, that's what they see when they first arrive in it. Can we upgrade the mine? Can. There we go. All right, we're starting to balance things. We're starting to be in a good place. They will be here in 10 seconds. Then let's go ahead and drop a guy there. Bricks would be good. High, always. Always, always. All right, cool. What do we have here? So that's what we need to break this down. Is that correct? We can use tools. Yes. I would like to purchase them. I can pay for it with the copious amount of gold that I have. I don't think we need any of that stuff. However, we could use a copious amount of coats. We do have a forum we need to build, which requires leisure and education. Get education, fill that. Let's go ahead and get some of those. We need lots of brick. We might as well buy some ale while we're at it. I mean, I can really use some planks. We don't really need wine. We got plenty of wildfire essence. That's a good spot to be in. Now, go over here. I'm gonna remove one of you, put you over here to get it done fast. I think we even still have some left for tools, which is awesome. But regardless, we're now boosting everyone up as high as they can go, and we're about to get a reputation point here. So I think we'll be in a pretty dadgum good spot. Trade route's been completed. We now get +5 reputation. It's okay. We knew this was gonna happen. Just need you guys to work. Hello, go work, please. Totems aren't great. Those add some pretty negative thingies. So it's not something I'm terribly interested in gathering. Those hostility things, those are brutal. Okay, cool. I can work on them. Another fisherman's totem. Work on them as fast as you can. Faster, faster. Faster would be better. We're almost at another bonus point there. Rocking it. We are rocking it. Another fisherman's totem. We're doing okay. And we just upgraded to a level 2 neighborhood over here, which now means we have 20% global production overall. Really just need this done to get these guys to stop working on all this. 18 seconds and we will be good. Bada bing, bada bing in the settlement. Nice. All right, don't let the queen's impatience grow, but 2 in a single game. Win the game in 5 years or less. Super easy level, but again, it's what I wanted. It gave me some nice easing in, so we can finally tackle a seal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the ability to take on the gold seal. Now, the minimum difficulty is Viceroy. That's what we're gonna do. And it will increase permanently our cycle by the end, by 8 years. This is an intense place. I will tell you this right now. There's a lot going on here. We're gonna have to try and min-max as best as we can with everything that we have going at it. So, ladies and gentlemen, until then, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do all the things to support, like, I don't know, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, questions, and or concerns in the comment section below. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in this final seal fragment run.